Hello YouTube, this is your girl, Miss Sasha LaRue, coming to you live and direct from the East Coast. That would be the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. Ting! Well, I know I gave you a video earlier today giving you my update for my 16-week post-op VSG. Well, I told you in that video that I wasn't feeling too good, and I was a bit concerned about the head thing, slamming it. Well, actually, I just slammed my face into the sink. Yeah, that's me crossing my legs. NSV. I'm here to let you know that they are admitting me into the hospital. Now, come with me to a journey back in 2006. I went to my family doctor, and I was complaining about being lightheaded and things of that nature, and when I would work in the office, like the lights would bother me. So the great doctor that I had, he thinks outside the box, and he just doesn't say, oh, well, lose weight, or you need this, or whatever. He suggested I go get an MRA. So I went to go get an MRA, and in the MRA, they found an aneurysm in the left carotid artery in the brain. So, needless to say, this was in 2006, my 40th year on Earth. So, needless to say, that scared the crap out of me, and that was the first time that I quit smoking cigarettes, and I let that go, and it just scared me straight. I mean, like, I didn't even want to fart too hard for fear that I would blow a blood vessel out in my brain. True story. Fast forward to the correction of the aneurysm. It was a small one, but even the smallest aneurysms will bleed out and cause catastrophic results, as in death. So they presented me with the choice. You know, I can, live to be 84 and have a 35% chance of it erupting, and if it erupted, I had a 50% chance of survival. So I took the route of getting it fixed. The person who did it, Dr. Robert Rosenwasser, is a genius. He's the one who invented this particular surgery called coiling and stenting, where they go into the artery and they put a coil. Well, actually, the first part of the operation, they put a stent, which is kind of like a little shield in the artery that has to sit there and occlude to the blood vessel. Then they come back like maybe 3 months later, which they did, and they put this little tiny metal coil in the artery. So if the aneurysm ever did erupt, it would never interrupt the flow of the blood. So I got that all done. 5.5 years ago is when I finished both procedures. I was supposed to come back for a follow-up, but when I was coming back for how they determine and make sure everything is good is they do an angiogram where they go into the femoral artery in your groin area with a camera wire up to the brain, through your heart, up to the brain, and they look and make sure everything's okay. So like every 2-3 years, you should get this done. When I was going to go for the first time, my blood levels were so low, they couldn't do it due to being anemic from fibroid tumors in the uterus. So, this is getting deep, ain't it? So anyway, I had to get that problem taken care of first, which resulted in a full, well, not a full hysterectomy, but a partial. I wasn't having any more kids. I was 40 some odd years old. Take the plumbing now. I'm good. Because that time of the month was so very painful from it that I had a blood level, when they admitted me in the hospital, I had a blood level of 6. And for a woman my size, having a blood level of 6, I couldn't understand why I could not walk and work out. And I was working out with a trainer at the time who just kind of wrote me off as she's full of shit and, she's just being lazy. Here, I couldn't breathe. I was like seconds from a cardiac arrest. I had no idea until I went to my doctors to get a clearance to have the surgery, to have the angiogram. He wouldn't clear me. He said no. Matter of fact, he said I need you to get in the car and drive to the emergency room right now, because I'm going to admit you. What? So that's what I did. I drove to the emergency room. They admitted me. I stayed in the hospital for a week, and it was crazy. Came back later on that June 2010 and had the hysterectomy. So here we are today. Still never went back. This is, this is the lesson for me and for anyone else who's out there listening. Listen to your body. Follow your doctor's instructions. Don't pussyfoot around and not take care of your business, because you can get the life scared out of you or your life taken. So, when I hit my head that night, on New Year's Eve night, I wasn't feeling good. I told you my knee, it's just shot and blown out. I don't know, they're not even concerned about it. That was one of my chief complaints, but what took over was the head. So they were going to give me a lumbar puncture. And for those who don't know what that is, it's when they go, it's like a spinal tap to get the spinal fluid off to find out if there's any blood seeping from the brain into the spinal fluid. They did a CAT scan and they didn't see any leakage or anything like that. They did see the coiling stent. So since they had me here, they said, well, you need to do an angiogram to make sure that the coiling stent in the brain is still in place and has not moved, and there's no other aneurysms in there. So to be preventative, and to be precautious, they're doing this. And if they do find that the aneurysm has moved or the coils have moved and shifted, they're in a position where they can fix it right then and there. So I knew something wasn't right with that injury to the face. It just didn't sit well. Because I remember back to when it happened and how I was just like, I really banged it pretty hard. So I had to thank God for it, because maybe I wouldn't have come to the doctor. Because, I get tied up in life and in my own little world that I don't even, stop to take care of myself. I do now as far as working out and stuff like that, but the internal things that we don't see, I ignored and neglected. So, please do yourself a favor. Listen to what your body is saying to you. Listen to what your mind is telling you to do. Don't sleep on you. Take care of your business, because it'll come back and bite you in the ass. So, when I woke up this morning, I had no idea that this is where my day was going to end. I thought maybe I would go see the doctor and get it checked out. I had no idea that I would be admitted. I couldn't even sit down at my job no more than an hour and a half before I just couldn't take it anymore. And I was trying to stay because I had a meeting and a conference call at 2 o'clock, and I didn't want to miss that with them because, got a pretty big client, and I just didn't, I put a lot of things ahead of stuff that I probably shouldn't. So, yeah. So your girl's in the hospital. She'll be here. Hopefully they'll let me go tomorrow evening after the surgery. Well, I won't call it a surgery, even though they do use local anesthesia. And the painful part of this whole thing, and what freaks me out, is that after the surgery, because they go into your groin area, you have to lay back. You have to lay flat on your stomach for 4 hours. 4 hours. You have to lay flat on your back and not move for 4 hours. I can't do nothing for 4 hours but sleep. Okay? And even then, sometimes that gets interrupted. So I'm here trying to keep myself encouraged and amused I have some great people in my phone that live there that has definitely helped me out through this time. If not, I probably would have went stir crazy. So I thank you very much. Um, and also, Facebook has been entertaining also. What else do I have to say? It's 10 minutes. Um, yeah, so I'm at Jefferson University Hospital in Philadelphia. I'll be here probably until tomorrow, unless they find something else, that they want to take care of. Then I'll probably stay another day. I wasn't anticipating this at freaking all. Oh, and you know what else? I've been in this damn ER since 10:15 this morning. It is now 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can you say pissed? Can you say pissed off to the point of festivity? Oh, that is your girl. I am about to lose my mind. Everyone is sick. Everyone has the flu. I had my mask on and I just threw it away. Because, excuse me. I think the outside of it was getting contaminated by whatever MRSA is in the air. I don't know. But I'm not trying to catch Jack. I was in the room with 2 other people, but they've been discharged. I'm waiting to get into a room, and all the beds are filled. And here I sit in this god-awful, horrible chair. Look at the chairs over there. That's what it is. That's what the people, they ain't doing jack. I see him walking past. There's one nurse, if I see him walk past one more time, I'm going to cut his legs off. That's right, I'm going for it. Armed guards and everything. Take me down. Give me a room at least. I bet y'all get a bed then. They did just feed me. I got some weight loss surgery friendly food. A piece of 4-ounce baked chicken, boneless chicken breast, string beans, and some graham crackers. I had a graham cracker. I was freaking hungry. Oh, I was so sorry. I apologize. So yeah, I need to hurry up and get into the room quickly and fast, and so I can be out of here. Also, I've been screaming at the top of my lungs to make sure anybody, they intubate you or put a tube down, understand that I don't have the normal stomach. You need a bariatric surgeon to guide it. So I've been telling everyone that if you guys ever find yourself in this position or at the hospital, make sure your loved ones and people that you are even riding in the car with know your situation. I've been seeing a couple people on Facebook talking about ID medical bracelets. That's a very good idea. I just don't trust people to look at stuff. So I'm going to keep on telling them and saying it until I know that they got my message, because you're not going to drop a tube in my belly and jam me up. So with that being said, I'm going to go. My message in this video is to tell you, please listen to your body and do as it's telling you to do. Don't ignore signals. Thank you again to everybody. Thank you, Northern Southerner. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you all for your well wishes, Noxie. Everyone who was on the other video I made with their well wishes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for keeping me company and being friends. Friends are so very important, and I cherish each and every one of them. It doesn't matter if I've never seen you before in my life, face to face. Know that you mean the world to me, and forever. I'm about to blow this popsicle stand and get some rest. That's what I need, is some rest. I just want to sleep. All right, y'all. I'm out. Holla. Peace.